Yo yo yo, it is I, the Minion from AllCast Irish Gamers. That right there, that's my gamer tag. Make sure to write it down, stick yours in the comments. I'll invite you to a live duel sometime. Also, you'd do me a huge favour if you could like and subscribe. And we are back again, but this time it's something a little different. It's going to be a combo explanation video about what I've been messing around with at the moment. It is another version of D-Link, but this time I've been messing around with E-Telly, and it is fantastic. Great way of going into Baron very early on, protect yourself from Nibiru and whatnot, and because you're running Gamma and Ghost Ogre, so you have access to a level 3 and a level 2 depending on what situation. Now this first game I was actually up against Flunder, and of course he opens 2 decent hand traps in Infinite Impermanence and Draw and Lockbird. Draw and Lockbird pretty much ends my turn right there, so for some insane reason I decided to end on Triple Burst Dragon. I was expecting to get punished for this, but turns out no, nothing. They drew squat. So from this point obviously I can go very easily into access code, but access code does not get me game, so I decided not to go for him and just go for the damage. And best thing to do to go for access code is do it when you know for a fact you're going to OTK, because putting a big body like that on the field, he could get taken off you and then it's GG's. But either way, I got the win. Now as for the next game, it actually turned out to be Cosmos that I was up against, so not the hardest deck to go against, but at the same time they do have a lot of good floating effects, so you do have to watch out. But either way, I went straight into it, no messing around. Lightning Storm. I put Lightning Storm in for Cosmic Cyclone because it's just more of a blowout card. You know, going second, it just wipes that back row, or wipes their monsters in attack position, and it's just really good for getting a good head start. You know, especially if they've got 2 back row, you using 1 Lightning Storm, I mean, that's a plus right there. But either way, I made sure to bait everything. It all worked out fine. Grand, that means I can go straight into Chaos Space. Now I did have the Call By in hand just in case they did have the Ash, but thankfully they didn't, so I'm able to just keep pushing out my combo. So you use your Black Dragons and your Light Dragons, do their thing, then you use Chaos Space, put it back in the deck. Went for Romulus because I figure, you know what, might as well get access to Ravine in case I need it. And yeah, lo and behold I do. I keep going with the combos, get a Rocket Synchron in hand and a Rocket Synchron and Quick Launch in hand. This is full combo. I mean, it's not going anywhere else but full combo. You get your recharger from the deck, Chaos Ruler, mill 5, and just hope you get good hits. Now fortunately enough, I got decent enough hits. I got a Gamma to my hand. You know, sometimes it doesn't work out, you don't get anything, but that's the risk you take with Chaos Ruler. And of course when the Zombie Vampire comes out, he's going to be going in here as well. Try an extra mill 4 and get a special summon off it. Boom, Borlord Savage. This game is only going one way from here on in. We've got the 2 negates on him. Go into access code. He gets his 3000 extra attack. And yeah, there we go boys. GG. Now the next deck up was actually an old personal favourite of mine. It's one of the first decks I built when I got back into competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! And it is the one, the only, Danger Maju. Very dangerous deck, especially if he does open the Maju and he's got access to cards that vanish. So either way, I didn't know who I was against at this point, so I'm just making my combos as I usually do. Get the Nocto out, use the E-Telly, get myself Baron on the field. And yeah, from here on in, it's easy street. They try and Nibiru you at this point, and you've got your negate set up. So you're literally laughing. Like E-Telly just fits in here so perfect. Like sure, you could play maybe a small Punk Engine, but they're not light or darks. And you know, until I think Deer Note is still missing. So until you get Deer Note, I don't think the Punk Engine is really worth it at this point. But either way, we do our classic. We go into Levianeer. He spins a card from their hand. Grand, then you get a Chaotic Ruler back in the graveyard. Not only do you have Baron, but you've also got Hot Red, and then you're going into Lancelot. Like this card is putting in work for me. I know you can't really choose what he negates, but the fact that he is just 2 Omni negates once per turn is just fantastic. Sure, your opponent is going to bait him out, but still, he's using up 2 cards on your opponent, stopping 2 of their effects. And it can just come in so vital. It's that extra negate that you need to help out your board. Like, yeah, sure, I've still got Max C in hand, but Max C isn't always a guarantee, especially with called by a 2 and whatnot, and everybody's running Ash. So even sometimes getting to resolve Max C is an effort in of itself, but if you do it, it really stops your opponent. They can't go full combo, because if they do, they're going to give you so much advantage, it's not even going to be worth it. So he can only take out one card, and that was Baron, so that's fine, it's straight back into me. Yes, he gets his Gizmek on the field, but at what cost? I mean, he has no interruptions. I'm just going full off here. There's no stopping me. I'm off the deep end. Special summon Rocket Tracer from the deck. Get the special summon Nocto, and it's gravy train from here. So I did have two options at this point. I could have gone into Heraldic Seal or go into Romulus. The reason being for this is because I'm running access code now, and I did want to have access to another attribute so I could pop as many cards as I could. There we go, got rid of the two big bodies, and now it's just a punch to his life points. Game over. You gotta love access code, man. Really, really good card. I do think he is slightly better than Borosword, so that's my 2 cents on that. So we start this one off, go straight into Seeger. Seeger was going to get me one of the Chaos Dragons. He hits me with Ash. I've got a response in the form of Cowboy. He decides to get in on it and go Max C. But sorry mate, I had the Ash, so it goes double Ash in this chain, with my one going first, meaning by the time his one gets Cowboy, it'll be negated, and the chain will resolve with Seeger going through. Fantastic chain, I had the perfect cards for the job, and I'm out. I don't even know what the guy was running, I haven't even checked, but that was enough for him. He knew I was going for a combo. Like, the end board tends to be pretty much the same with this deck. I mean, you're nearly always going to go into Chaotic Ruler first, and then he'll give you access to Milling 5. Hopefully you'll get onto Rocket Synchron or another one of your tuners, and you know, from there you're probably going to end on Hot Red, maybe Baron if you opened E-Tele as well. And yeah, what can you do from there? Baron, Hot Red, and if you've got the monsters in, you also go into Lancelot, or you know, if you do have the resources, you go into Quad Barrel, destroy Quad Barrel, bring back the 2 rockets, go into Borload Savage. So there's just so many resources with this deck that you can just play through hand traps, you can keep on going, and you'll make some sort of decent board. And of course, yeah, Borload Savage, just fantastic card. You're going to want to go with it as soon as possible. Him plus Hot Red, and you're going to cause some trouble. Levy is a great way of going second. You can break boards with it, or if you're going first, you can spin that card from the hand and then get your Chaos Ruler back into Lancelot. I've been doing this combo a lot, and it's perfect. It's 3 interruptions. You do have to use them well, and going up against a deck like Unchained can be dangerous. They all have a lot of really cool floating effects, so they're getting 2 for 1 with their monsters, and you can't have that. You have to use your negations just right. Make sure these guys can't go full combo, because Unchained, very dangerous deck, especially when it's going second. Well, thank you very much for watching the video, guys. I really do appreciate it. And if you do like the video and you like this deck, smash a like there, drop a comment, let me know what your favorite variant of D-Link is in the comments, and that will truly inspire me to go out and make a deck list video ASAP and get it up as soon as I can. So thanks for watching, I'll see you next time.